Hello and welcome to a video talking about calculus and vectors, the assessment and evaluation policy for this course. So you would have got a copy of this in your Shobi account. I just want to go over it. If you have any questions, hopefully an oral explanation will clarify for you. So there are two components to the course. There is the formative, which is no marks. So the formative is a way for me to track a couple of things. After each lesson, you're submitting a journal, and I'm a huge believer that the feedback I provide you informs myself and makes you realize the knowledge that you have of the course material at this point, and to make sure that you have proper form using the proper symbols and so on and so forth. So those journals are really, they're not for marks, but they're for your benefit. Similarly, every once in a while, you're going to receive a quiz every few lessons, and that quiz is basically it provides you with an opportunity to practice test style questions. So when you do get the unit test, you're seeing questions of that are familiar. They're going to be a variation of the homework and journals, but they give you a feel for what to expect. So all of that you're doing is not for marks. It's for that feedback to improve your learning and understanding. Where your mark is generated is from the summative component. And for this particular course, there are going to be 4-unit tests. There's 4 units. I've broken the course into 4 units. Each test is of equal weight, and then you'll have a final exam to complete as well. Your term mark, pretty standard. 70% term, exam is 30%. So if you want to think of your unit tests, the unit tests will make up your term mark. So each test is 25% or a quarter of your term mark. Or you can think of it as each test is worth 17.5% of your final mark. All right, I just took the 25 and multiplied it by the 0.7 just to put it in perspective for you. Each unit test and the exam has 4 categories. The 4 categories we use in Avon Maitland are knowledge, application, communication. So those will be on the tests. The weighting, we put more emphasis on our knowledge and our application, so they're worth 35%. Communication will be 15%. That makes up 85%. And then on top of the test, there's a small task, and we call those thinking tasks. That's in your Shobi account, and that one is worth 15%. It makes up the missing 15% for the entire mark for the unit test. All right. And finally, the exam, it will cover the entire year's material. It will be worth 30%. And it will be equally balanced, so it will represent each unit equally, so in order to make it a fair assessment. If you have any questions, make sure you contact me and I can clarify any of the components there.